send any nudes.
Put all those in airplane. Quiet them.
Wait, my phone too? You're right, I should do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Silence that, baby.
Silence It?
Yeah.
Silence That Baby is the name of a really bad movie.
Is it actually?
I know you.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not sure if that's a joke or not.
Silence That Baby.
It's a joke, but it's also
also not.
It's also a sad movie.
It's a real movie.
No, it's a joke, but
you said it's fucking pick a side.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I was interviewed by a Japanese network
That's
news
crazy.
station crew?
No.
Thanks for interrupting me in the middle of the...
Do another take. And
the time I was interviewed by a Japanese news crew. It was around...
Were you in America?
It was 4 years ago before the presidential election. Mm-hmm. My friend Will has worked in politics for years and years, and somehow he got in contact with what would be the equivalent of PBS in Japan, like their public broadcasting network, although it's much more like widely utilized there, sort of like BBC, you know.
HBO.
It's a lot more like...
Not like HBO, but like free and...
It's like HBO.
So...
It's like Apple.
It's not TV.
They wanted to interview someone who had a college degree and was intending on voting for Obama again, and he recommended me. Mm-hmm. And they also liked the fact that I didn't have a car because it made me seem poor, and I had 2 jobs. And I had 2 jobs at the time.
Whoa, they were like being real hippie with this.
This film crew came into our house. It was like a total bachelor pad down in the short north.
Yeah.
Just 3 dudes hanging out, and it was pretty dirty at the time. I mean, I think we were all single. So
does this exist on the internet?
So I've never found it. I have not yet. They actually told me they would send me a copy. They never did. They interviewed me 4 separate times. Only one person spoke English, and that was the director. It was this... She was very nice and articulate. Everyone else didn't speak a word of it, so everything was being translated through her. Even the gentleman that was, like, obviously the newscaster, came in looking fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
looking fine.
Somebody had just, like, done makeup in the car, or he might have done it himself. Who knows? But
did he have, like, geisha lipstick and eyeliner?
Wow,
he was a male. He ruined the punchline.
Damn it. He had to take it there. One of the most awkward moments is they wanted to film Will and I in our house acting natural, and they were like, "What do you guys do when you're hanging out?" And we were like, "Well, we'll watch TV. Sometimes we just like stand in the kitchen while one of us is making food." And they're like, "What food do you have?" And I mean, I wasn't planning on doing any of this. All I had was like a box of frozen mozzarella sticks. And they were like, "Okay, we'll make those." And they expected me to put them in the microwave. And I was like, "No way, they're going to be all gooey if I do that. We got to put them in the oven." So I turned on the oven. Yeah. I made it take like an extra 20 minutes. And they have like footage of me pulling out a really sad cookie tray with like 4 mozzarella sticks on it.
You just put 4 on there.
And then the last thing,
4 on there.
I don't know, it was just an example.
You didn't want to waste food.
Yeah.
You know,
I wasn't actually hungry.
They weren't paying
just
for it.
God damn it, but what message does that send?
And
like,
then
you're fucking poor, man.
They also wanted to film me
4 sticks at a time.
riding my bike. They wanted to film me riding my bike from one job to the other. And there was one day I worked a double where I actually did that. Mm-hmm. So they filmed me working at the bakery. And then they filmed me getting all suited up, getting on my bike.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Okay, you got to leave. And then when you get to Gerald Sandwiches, wait out front and we got to film you approach again." Mm-hmm. So they like had to drive all the way there.
You did.
Because of all the one-way streets downtown, they got lost. Right. It took forever.
Well, I bet.
And then I've been hanging out outside the restaurant for a while. And they're like, "Okay, let us set up the cameras." And this is right in front of the place. Mm-hmm. They wanted me to walk my bike down the block, lock it up, and then walk inside. Like it was natural getting to work.
Yeah.
And so
you're just walking and staring at the camera the whole time.
So I walk on up, I do what they said, and I walk in the restaurant, and the entire restaurant is full, and everyone just starts clapping.
Yes! That's fucking amazing.
I've never felt so uncomfortable. But, yeah.
You were like... I need to see that video.
Yeah, that we gotta.
Oh my god.
It's the Hair Club for movies.
I'm sorry.
Hair Club for movies.
I didn't expect that.
We watch the movies.
I didn't expect it either.
'Cause it's Hair Club for movies.
Welcome to the Hair Club for Movies.
Welcome.
This is a movie club
I'm Andrew.
podcast. Okay. I'm Michael,
Drew.
and this week it was my pick, and we watched the most recent film to date that we've reviewed, The Witch. Came out in 2016.
So recent.
Yeah.
Mad recent.
I mean,
One of the best anti-feminist movies I've ever seen. Of our generation, I think.
Was it anti-feminist? Right out the gate?
No, I don't know. I just want to make that comment.
All right.
Yeah.
feminists are witches, right?
They
And
are.
witches get stitches.
They are. You said it. I didn't. And witches do get stitches.
I guess they give stitches.
Do they?
Well, in this one they did. Well, they didn't
Well,
give
I
the
mean,
stitches.
yeah,
they
you're
gave the wounds that would
Oh, yeah.
need to receive stitches.
Yes.
Is what I mean.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I watched this movie, but I watched it this morning, and I was kind of like half asleep while I was watching it. So I know what happened, but I don't really know what was said.
The dialogue was kind of hard to follow at the time.
I can give the summation, though.
Yeah.
I can give the summation. So,
Okay.
I couldn't. I mean, I can, kind of.
Little House on the Prairie. You have Little House on the
Right.
Prairie family.
Not that
those-
time
so-
period at all.
I know. Like it's like pre American
1600s.
Revolution. Yeah, it's like 1600s.
1640 or something like that.
Based on like the gun they had, I was like, this couldn't have been. That's like
Yeah.
one of the first looking.
Did it not
muskets.
say it? I think it said it in the
I think it does say
I
on
might have,
IMDb or something.
I think it said it in the Amazon
anyway,
instructions.
Remember, it starts in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and they're inside they live in a large plantation, and they get exiled because the father did something. It's never actually
Prideful
said.
conceit,
Pride is probably the root of
I
it.
think is what, but they're unclear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, I had some drinks, and
Were they exiled? I thought they just lived there anyway.
No, they lived there. He was told he could either apologize or he would have to leave and be exiled from the Commonwealth. And that's why they had to go live by themselves.
No, what I'm saying is I thought that was just their house anyway. They like moved to a new
No, they
place.
moved there
Yeah.
and had to build all that up.
Okay, maybe
there wasn't a
maybe I missed-
montage.
That's why there's...
So that's why it was confusing.
Okay, yeah, maybe
But that's why there's the implication that they're very poor and that he has to like get his farm started before the winter, or else they could, they wouldn't have enough food because there's nothing else they can rely on other than themselves.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways,
He okay, so the families moved to this new place, and there's this scene where a mom is playing with her baby, and she's playing peekaboo, and
It's that's her sister.
the main character Thomason is the oldest in the family.
It's his sister.
Yeah.
That's the baby's sister.
How do you what? I don't know if you should be doing this summary.
No, it's
Maybe I
good.
should.
I think no, it's good. I like it. I like it. It's good. It's good.
It was the sister, not the
I'm
mom.
unclear on a lot too, so it's
It was
okay.
the sister, not the mom.
Yeah,
okay,
so
that's
Thomason's
for some
the
reason,
main character.
Sorry, no, I fucked that
This
up.
was
They're all wearing the goddamn bonnet.
That's okay.
so-
Hey,
Anyway.
actually, it was the little youngest daughter that was
Okay.
the mother of the baby.
Most people don't know that.
They don't know that. They don't like to talk about it. Okay, moving on. That's not
Anyway,
true.
baby gets kidnapped by a witch and spells.
It disappears.
Oh, yeah.
There was a very creepy shot. I thought that was one of the
It
first.
was the fucking creepiest shot. I was about
she
to
looks
turn off.
up. Yeah.
I was about to turn off.
It was creepy, but it was like fucking cool. Like it was.
Yeah.
It was like you know
I
what I
was
mean.
about
Like
to just shut it off.
There's
and be like,
almost-
fuck this movie.
Like, so Thomason looks up, the baby's gone, and she looks up toward the wood line.
And then she runs towards it.
You can see in that one shot that there's like almost a trail, as if something had blown through it, almost like moving at the speed of wind.
Yeah.
But it's so subtle, you can barely even tell it's there. It's almost like a ghost image that you're not sure ever happened.
Yeah.
It's very
There's
cool.
a lot of those in this movie
Yeah.
where it's like nothing blatant and nothing like it's not like earth moving magic, but just like really unsettling fucking images. Like the goddamn animals the whole time.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle
and it's
that
the
shit.
way that the like desaturation of all the color and like the intense
it was
close-ups and stuff like that.
It was the goddamn close-ups on those fucking
And like super close-ups and the other like super whatever the opposite, far like distant shots, like with the witch and stuff. Like,
when the witch is like,
those, like
in red walking through the forest, it's like really far away, just left to right.
That's what I'm saying. Using the extreme of either is going to be because you can't quite make it out either way.
So the baby, the youngest, goes missing.
Okay.
Yep.
The family becomes fairly hopeless, and they eventually have to give up the search because the baby would have starved. But they actually show the witch. It's a pretty horrifying scene, like a gruesome old woman with a knife, and they imply that she's killed the baby, and then she like mashes up its bones and body into like an ointment, a salve, and rubs it all over herself.
Yeah, nice A&D lotion.
Ooh, man.
So.
Yeah. And then that happens, and then afterwards, they're frolicking for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they go on a trip to the woods. The eldest daughter and the eldest son.
Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb. They both go out into the woods, see this rabbit, and then eldest daughter falls off the horse. Horse starts freaking out. Caleb goes into the woods. Long story short, he comes across the witch, and the witch takes him into the hut.
And she's now
but not
bomb-ass woman, right?
Oh, that
I saw that. I was confused. I was like,
yeah,
I didn't know what was going
on.
No,
I got it. Like, I got that.
Well, I had some drinks, and I was like really into it, but I was like also half falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like,
you're like, who's this?
I was like, what? I don't know. Yeah. Well, I was like, hold on, what's going on? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
But then son comes back naked, like he just had a hell of a good time with this woman
at night.
And,
like it was a time.
Yeah. There was some time passing.
So okay, but there was a part where he was like looking at his sister. Was that right before that?
No,
was when they're in the woods.
It's definitely
right?
It's one of his like I actually took note of all the sins all the members of the family commit like during the film. And Caleb, he lied to his mother about the apple tree to protect his father because he didn't want his dad to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And also was looking at his sister's bosom. Yes.
I thought honestly that shot, wasn't she wearing like a weird like straw necklace or something like that?
I don't know.
I could have sworn something was actually around her neck. But I mean, it makes sense because there was another shot of
her
him
cleavage
like, doing that same thing
in a gross way.
In a gross way.
In a gross way.
Yeah, not the ungross way.
You're right.
It was the gross way. He was
right.
Like, yeah.
Right. Well, there is no ungross way. Okay. It's all gross.
It's all gross. And then little sister becomes a witch.
Okay, so
end of story.
Caleb comes back and he's really sick. They try to use bloodletting. They like cut his forehead and drain it into a bowl.
And that's the problem right there. I mean, that's what killed him.
They're not.
He was just lightheaded.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. He's obviously not waking up.
Literally.
And then all of a sudden he wakes up in a trance and is repeating the same phrase about the narrow axle split its head, the wide axle split its head, like over and over. And then they start praying over him, and the two twins, the youngest, they act like the prayers are making them ill. Like they can't say the words, they don't remember the words, and they are being like physically hurt by the sound of the prayer. So the mom starts freaking out because he's already like batshit crazy because her baby went missing.
Oh hell yeah!
And Caleb all of a sudden wakes up and his jaw is like locked shut, and the dad gets a knife and pries open his jaw, breaking some of his teeth.
Yeah. And
there's a whole apple somehow inside of his mouth.
Covered in blood.
Yeah. Like the apple tree he lied about.
Anyway. So he deserved to die, really. I mean,
and also like Snow White witch.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing too. I was like,
which I'm sure it was a double.
Yeah.
Double. Is that still a double entendre?
I don't know.
It's not sexual.
Double entendre means you say something but are implying another thing.
Yeah. It's like,
but
ooh,
can that
great
be?
job handling
can it
that
be
pencil.
a double metaphor? It's a
double metaphor.
A metaphor.
No,
it's a metaphor within a metaphor.
What is it? I think it's called. What is it fucking called?
An homage.
No, not an homage. No, it's not.
Yeah, sure. Just a reference.
I'll think of the word.
Anyway,
it's called an apple.
How about them apples?
So Caleb dies.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Then
rightfully so.
The parents don't know what to do because the kids, the twins, and Thomason are accusing each other of being witches.
Yeah.
There's this creepy black goat named Black Phillip that the twins claim they can talk to, and the goat's is kind of an asshole.
Yeah, goat's a dick.
The dad already knows that, and so he locks everyone in the barn one night. He boards up the door.
That was the biggest mistake ever. Why did he do that?
I don't know. I think he was losing it. His plan was,
I get that he was losing it,
he didn't have the horse, the only thing he could do was walk toward town to get a horse. It would take 4 days.
Probably, yeah.
And hopefully he could repent and get permission to re-enter the village so that everyone would have a chance of survival that winter. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that does not happen.
Doesn't.
That does not happen, no.
So...
Now, this is my question. Did the witch break into that hut, or was that supposed to be the girl, or the daughter, or whatever?
No, the witch... I think it's implied, but I think the witch...
Because you don't see the eldest daughter in that scene, do you?
No, she's in there too.
She is?
The witch flew in, I think, as the bird, perhaps, or maybe the rabbit.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then
that shot
turns.
The mom with the bird,
and the witch turns back into his hideous old woman hag form and starts eating at the udder of one of the goats.
Yeah.
That shot was
like that.
Yeah, the mom hallucinates that both of her dead children are alive, and then starts feeding. The youngest one, and then it's revealed that she's actually letting Raven.
Ow. I couldn't deal with a lot of that shit.
Yeah. So
I had to skip. I was the second it started happening, no.
Where is this? I saw an interview with the guy that directed it.
Robert Eggers. It's his first film too.
Oh,
Jesus!
I think
he wrote and directed it.
Yeah, and he pulled at the end of it.
First
there's
full
a credit.
film.
Yeah. There's a credit that says something about it's inspired by
a book,
not just a book, but real folk tales about witches from that time period.
Oh.
Yeah, and a lot of the dialogue was taken from journals and stuff.
That's why it was so he talked about extensively he's just into that shit.
Yeah,
because he's from around there and he's just into it, and he researched fucking hardcore nerd shit.
This sort of story predates the Salem witch trials too.
Yeah, it had to have because of just the. Again, I go back to that gun. That was enough. That was enough as evidence to show you what time period it's from.
Yeah,
It's
that could be a spin-off. This is the witch Prometheus. And they're gonna make the fucking sequel. It's gonna be the witches.
I actually did not expect to see a bunch of them.
Well, we haven't.
It was just gonna be the one.
We haven't gotten that.
Well, we're almost there. So that horrible night, the witch kills the twins and disappears. The mother's been injured. And then in the morning, the dad wakes up and the Black Phillip has been set free. Mm-hmm. And while he's taking in the scene, probably very confused by the whole thing, Black Phillip impales him. Mm-hmm. There's a really good moment. So at one point, they say the dad, the only thing he's good at is chopping wood because he's not a great shot. He's not a great farmer, but he's apparently really good with an axe.
Challenged his masculinity. Yeah. Again, I watched a video talking about about the sins and the visual metaphors and stuff. Everything.
Ooh, that's cool.
Kind of helped me
process
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, after he gets impaled, there's a moment where he looks at his axe on the ground, picks it up, and it's the perfect moment for him to. He could have killed Black Phillip.
Oh, yeah.
Which was revealed later to be the devil or some sort of demon.
Yeah.
And then he falls into the pile of wood that he's chopped with that axe, which is an enormous pile, and it falls on top of him, and he's dead.
Right.
Then
that's not what killed him. It's Black Phillip hit him again.
Yeah.
And then
and
then he fell back. Yeah.
Then Thomason comes out of the barn. Her mom tries to kill her after she sees everyone else is dead. Thomason has to kill her to save her own life. Mm-hmm. And then just sort of gives up, takes off her gown, and goes into the house of her now deceased family.
Falls asleep,
sleeps the entire day away. And then when she wakes back up, I don't remember. Does Black Phillip lead her into the woods?
She goes outside and she sees Black Phillip.
She goes and then when does she like starts yelling at him at the goat at some point.
Oh yeah,
and he's like fucking talk to me, and then eventually he does talk to her.
Yeah, he turns into a man wearing all black with like a hat pulled down real low. You can barely see him.
Wait, what? That happened?
Yeah, it's almost
at
impossible to see.
At the very end? Okay, I don't remember that.
When she's talking to him?
Yeah, and he's walking back and forth like whispering.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that part. No, you're right. It's just the one shot of her face.
Yeah.
And there's a guy behind her.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah.
And she makes a pact with Black Phillip or the devil,
right,
and goes off into the woods where she sees a like witches circle around a gigantic bonfire, and they're all naked.
Yep.
I'm just having a good time.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like
that's what they're trying to do, man.
You know, maybe they drank something. You know, maybe they just ate something weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't try to limit their freedom.
You know what I'm saying?
Your hang-ups,
yeah.
Man. Well, anyways, she gets naked. She goes in there, and then they all start flying. And
don't try and mansplain how.
No, you're the one that said this is an anti-feminist movie. I would argue that it's a feminist movie as hell.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
So? It doesn't have to. I mean, it still is. You know what I mean? Like, it's still. Why is it not a good way?
I don't know what that means.
It's pro-female. So, you know what I mean?
That's not what feminist means. Feminist means equality.
That is definitely. That voice you're doing is definitely not a feminist thing. That's what I know. That's what people tune in to listen to is the three white dudes talking about feminism.
Yeah, social disparity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We've got the answers.
No, I just like making fun of words.
All right, so that's the the cool thing that I noticed only after seeing the cover too is that when he leaves, or the baby disappears and she runs to like the tree line or whatever.
Yeah.
Not this cover. There was like maybe on Amazon or something.
Oh, okay.
It was like a picture of the silhouette of Thomason, I guess, at the tree line. That's the same image as when she goes to the witch's circle or whatever.
Oh,
it's like the same
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of her in the middle in this, like, almost, like, arch of trees around
Yeah.
her.
Like, so what's Black Thomas up to? I mean...
Black Phillip.
Black Phillip.
Black Phillip.
Black Thomas?
Phillip.
Black Phillip.
What's
Black Phillip up to?
I don't know.
Just devil stuff,
What's
you know.
he getting at?
Do you think that he was always the devil, or did he become the devil when they approached the Wicked Woods?
That.
Probably.
That, yeah.
The devil just, like, inhabited him.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not the devil, maybe it's just, like, Loki. Like, the god.
I mean, yeah.
You know, whatever. That's just, like, a form of whatever. Just, like, because it's just chaos.
Mm-hmm.
He has no intent. Like, you know, he just wants to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
That's what the devil does.
Yeah.
It's just interesting that, like...
Oh, yeah, there was a part... Did you guys catch the thing? So the mom admits that she had a lustful dream about Jesus.
Whoa! I don't remember that.
Yeah, and she's like... It's one... Like, she's confessing to her husband. Like, she had this sex dream about Jesus. And it wasn't like... I mean, of course, she felt it was wrong because they're Puritans. And at one point... I didn't catch this when I first saw it. When the son, Caleb... has come out of unconsciousness and is in a trance and like rambling on and on.
You said something about
he's actually, it's like he knows everything that happened in that dream and starts to narrate it.
Oh, that, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because I knew,
okay.
I was like,
I did not catch that the first time.
He was saying something about his balls or something. Yeah. His undercarriage, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah. Jesus.
I wonder how religious you'd have to be to get to the point where you're having sex dreams about Jesus.
Probably not very, man.
I don't know.
Because it's your seen him up on that cross?
The man's hung like this. It's a visual
like
joke.
This, not
that
like
was,
this.
It's a visual joke.
A visual joke,
for
and
our
it was
podcast.
Real good.
Just look at it's a classic joke.
Drew went like this. He put his arms out real wide, and then he said, "The man's hung like this."
Yeah.
I just wrote it
like this.
Pretty good.
But like, it wouldn't take much for someone. You're unconscious. is making the decisions. It's not like I'm gonna dream about fucking Jesus because that's what I want.
Yeah.
No, I'm
You're
just
sexually
saying,
pinned up,
I know,
and you
I
see
know.
Jesus every goddamn day.
I guess so, yeah.
It's probably not uncommon for people to have sex dreams about Jesus or their pastor or priest or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why fucking dudes do fucking
that's why
weird
witches
shit.
happen.
That's
man.
why witches exist.
happen, yeah.
That's because they can't do the fuck thing. You know?
Oh man, I actually expected this movie to go way different. I thought there was going to be a lot more people in it. I thought it was going to be like a town thing, and not like a one family thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of, I think the decision to make it one family was probably better because it made it more, it made it more intense.
Yeah,
everything more intense.
I think one of the most unsettling things is that sense of hopelessness you get from the family.
Yeah.
Like they have nothing.
Yeah.
They're nothing that
they're in
will
the middle
sustain
of
them.
nowhere.
There's also really not protected at all. Like,
there's a
no
point
fence.
right when I think after Caleb's gone missing and like Thomason's sitting in the corner and their parents are arguing, and there's that look on Thomason's face which I think says she knows that they're not going to survive the winter. She already knows there's no way that they'll have enough food or be able to get back to town.
She just, like, in general is just not as naive as everyone else or something.
And I think that realization that she had to give up on her life probably led to, like, her decision to become a witch at the end isn't that crazy because of everything that led up to it.
Well, and also
she almost didn't do that much wrong. That she admits early on she had flicked the bean. And
oh wait, really?
yeah, she confesses like in private real early on that she had like.
Damn, I missed that again.
Yeah,
again with like me not being able to hear
a lot of the language. I had it on subtitles too. Some of that it got quite kind of like I was reading and it was hard to. And that's where a point where subtitles should be helping me, but it's like takes me out of it more.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Too. It's like almost harder.
In reality, I'm not saying what she did was wrong there. She really did absolutely nothing wrong.
Right. In the name of the Lord, it was wrong.
Yeah, whatever. Puritans, they brought up this thing. One of the biggest issues I had with Catholicism growing up is inherent sin or original sin.
Yeah.
That, like, babies are born sinful.
Yeah.
That, like, is one of those
because they're made out of
deals.
sin.
It just makes me so fucking mad.
It's a paradox.
Why the fuck are you teaching anybody that? That's not going to be good for anybody's worldview.
That's the whole basis of all of those. You,
I know.
as
I mean,
someone,
that's
you
why
fucking, you suck. You suck. You suck, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you die. But then you're gonna suck there too.
Suck. The only thing you can do is let us help you.
Yeah,
let
but
the
you're
church
still gonna
come
suck.
into your life, and we're gonna make you better.
A scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like,
a fucking.
It's like,
pyramid
hey, did you know you're
scheme.
sick? And guess who has the medicine?
Ponzi.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like you're born sick.
You
and,
invent an illness
that can't be cured
unless
and then
you're the only cure
unless
for it.
you don't ask questions and unless you don't you make like non-belief or you make faith a virtue or whatever. You belief without evidence of virtue.
But even then, you still suck.
Yeah, you still suck no matter what. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, but yeah,
everyone knows that.
I don't particularly disagree with that.
Yeah. I mean, but what is it to suck, really? And
has anyone ever been annoyed with that word, especially during like actual moments of
suck?
Yeah, like when something really bad does happen to someone, or like someone's telling you a story. It's like my mom died, and someone actually, in all seriousness,
that sucks, dude.
That sucks. Like I've started to.
I have definitely how, like, said that.
That word has taken out like any real condolence in any situation.
I will say it's when someone just commiserates with you and says like, "This is a really crappy situation. I'm sorry you have to go through this." I think that's more meaningful than them trying to fix it, because a lot of things are unfixable, and it's better to hear someone just console and try to take on some, like, feel your pain as well.
Well,
than trying to, like, tell you how you can make it better.
Exactly.
I'm trying to
thing you want to hear.
I'm trying to tell you
am
that,
the
like,
fucking worst.
The word suck is kind of like shedding that sharing the pain. You're just like, you're kind of like repelling
because it's kind of a juvenile thing to say.
Yeah. It is.
But it's like cool.
It's become the
cool
only
and
thing
suck,
anyone
but it's
says.
like it's infused in our language now. Like it's like not like rad, you know, like you can't be like a fucking 60-year-old. If you're 60 and you say rad, that's fucking weird. But if you say cool, you know what I mean? There are certain words that have been slang for so long that are just integrated into the language.
Oh, you're right.
Cool and suck are some, you know what I mean? Like
cool and suck.
So it's just the word that
dictionary.
people know to use for that situation.
Yeah.
You know, they're being genuine, but because of the language like devolving or whatever, just changing.
Yeah.
That's some people aren't going to say, "Oh, I feel deeply regretful that you have a loved one that has passed." Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like some people aren't that fucking.
Honestly, it's hard for us. We're so used to turning off our emotions and trying to turn them back on. Do you know where the word "suck" came from?
No,
I know.
You do really?
Wow.
Yeah. So
Hoover invented it.
So when people did bare knuckle boxing, that was before they used gloves. It was mostly body blows because hitting someone in the skull.
Oh yeah, it would
with
tear
your
your skin.
Yeah, it would you could break your hand, and that's why they look funny when we see old illustrations because they're defending their stomach and their chest.
Stomach, yeah.
Most of the time when people lost, it was because of a solid blow to their stomach in which all the air came out, and then they start having to suck in air, and they're the losers. So.
And that's why it's a sucker punch.
And then you get hit. And the person goes because they had wind knocked out of them, and then everyone would start screaming, "You suck! You suck!"
Oh, no shit! I love that.
Yeah,
I fucking love that.
Here's the thing: do you believe what he just said?
it's absolutely not true.
Oh man, dude, because I bought it.
God damn. I can make
You're so
story.
fucking good about that too. You will just slip it in fucking.
When you guys start talking and I don't talk for a minute, that's because I'm the gears are turning.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up with another one.
Yeah, you're slow and precise.
You guys, have either of you read 1984?
I think I did
glancingly in high school. Yeah,
glancingly in high school.
I'm aware of the concept.
There's this chapter where Winston's job is job is to touch history books and old documents to fit new party guidelines and party goals and shit like that. And he does exactly that, where he just makes up a story about the past. How people would be like, "Oh, that sounds correct," and it makes sense. And then
cut to now, where that actually happens.
Yeah,
all the time.
Well, just now. Yeah.
And just now,
in
front of my face, my fucking friend lied to me.
I told you right away.
This is where we're at. Yeah. Putting friend against friend.
And also, the word "suck" would fall into the category of newspeak, where it gets rid of any emotion. It just gets to the point of conveying the message without actually making you think about anything.
It's like Dogtooth.
Yeah.
When you guys were growing up, did your parents restrict, do you remember when you were told you couldn't curse, and then, when it was just slowly, okay for you to start saying a few words?
It's still not okay.
Really? What?
It's not it's in front of my
Can you say
siblings.
shit?
If I say it, it's not my mom and my dad, they're not going to be like, "You can't say that word," but if I say it right in front of, one of my younger siblings, they're going to say something.
Or to suck the air out of the room.
Yeah, it will sort of be like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that." Fuck.
Yeah. I do that around Becca's parents and her family. They're religious-ish, but it'll slip out because that just, especially if we get excited about something, fucks and shits are just in there. Yeah. And I put my guard down a little bit, and I just can hear they don't say anything, but I can tell there's just a beat, a beat, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I feel it, and then whatever. But because I talk to my mom the same way I talk to you guys,
Yeah.
And that started because out of rebellion, I was like my parents got divorced, and then I was a shithead.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, whatever, I can do what I want. But when I was younger, I would play basketball in my driveway, and I would shoot it every time, or when I made it or whatever. I was I don't know, 10 or something, who knows? Mm-hmm. And shoot it, and if I make it or whatever, I would just douche. My mom had a window right by the kitchen, and then she was overlooking kind of across our lawn to the driveway. And she had the window open. She was like, stop yelling that. Stop.
Douche.
I was like, why? I'm just, she came out, and I don't remember what she was laughing like. She's like,
did you explain it's the sound?
I was like, yeah.
Makes?
What do you mean? I'm like, it's just the sound. It's like it's onomatopoeia or whatever. You know, I mean, I probably just learned that word or something.
Yeah.
And but no, I made sound effects. I still do. I'll like go by somebody.
My favorite part of the story so far is that you were across the lawn saying it loud enough for your mom.
I was like, douche. You know, like you know, I imagine a kid that's me, but smaller and shyer. But fucking, we went down to my nana's house, my grandma's house. Like, she lived like 2 houses away. Mm-hmm. She had like all the encyclopedias. So my mom made me look up douche, told me how to spell it, and in front of my nana. Wow. It was a bit. Now I realized they were just doing that to laugh at me. Like, she took me there so Nana could see. That's not really because we had fucking a dictionary or whatever. I could look it up myself. Woo! But she took me there for an audience.
You've got to see this.
She's like, this fucking kid, he's a gem. Because, you know, whatever. And looked it up, and I like, it said whatever, and like, I still didn't get it. Like, what? So it's like, clean your butts? Like I didn't understand the language that they used wasn't like
it wasn't
clear, and I still was like, I didn't know what was going on down there. I barely knew what I had going on.
Your pants were off for some reason too.
I was like looking at like, how do I understand? So I learned that lesson to not say douche anymore.
No.
This is short. I had a similar thing happen when I was like 12. South Park had just started, and the early seasons were all just like trying to get away with whatever they can. And Cartman called people dildo really often.
I remember that.
I didn't know what dildo meant, and my parents overheard me to call a friend a dildo.
Woo!
Yeah.
What was the punishment?
They were just embarrassed.
They made you go buy a dildo.
Embarrassed for me, I think.
Yeah.
And they were like, Michael, just don't.
Yeah, exactly. They don't, because they don't want you to be in public around people yelling that. Like, it's gonna look badly on us.
When I was a kid, I don't think my parents would even know what that meant.
Oh my god!
I just get away with it.
That's so funny.
I'm just kidding. No, they totally would.
No, they have one. I've
But I had the same thing where, is this a break?
No, yeah. I was just gonna say we kind of covered the witch.
Yeah, I think we'll be back with our ratings, our final ratings.
Our final ratings, and then our discussion about
tuned.
Star Wars. Thank God.
We're back.
Can you not do that for once?
And we're back.
I just wait for you to get angry about it.
That's a good one right there. We're back. I like
you
that
don't
way.
pick it. You don't pick the sound bites.
In this time period, people, they usually lived in like one-room homes or like with a loft with a thatched roof.
Yes.
Nice, like you can build walls. It's got a nice, feng shui about it.
Anyways, did you know there's a relationship between the thatched roofs and the term "it's raining cats and dogs"?
No,
you see, when it rained, the thatch did a pretty poor job keeping people dry on the inside. Mm-hmm. So in lieu of an umbrella or a briefcase or like newspaper, the people would grab their pets and put them on their heads, and they'd say, "It's raining, get the cats and dogs."
Yep.
Jesus, man.
That's crazy. So
briefcases. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they use briefcases,
and they had umbrellas, of course.
Newspapers usually is what you see.
Yeah,
most people think that the umbrella was.
I thought it was they had news. That's why they called it, because it's raining, and they happened to look at the shelter animals.
No. People said
that's why it's raining.
Cats and dogs because
cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. Somebody heard them.
Somebody misheard it, and they were just like, "Oh, it's raining cats and dogs."
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered.
They just said it.
I just remembered what. The apple, and it's not a double entendre.
Oh,
it's called allegory.
Allegory
is what it is.
Wait,
it's when one meaning is then given two or three different meanings, or not one meaning. One object is given like 2 or 3 different interpretations in the same fucking.
Okay.
In the same.
I thought allegory was like. That's what I thought it was. I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Got it. I knew I was going to think of it. Yeah. And the reason I'm thinking that is because I remember this quote about J.R.R. Tolkien talking about Lord of the Rings. After he wrote Lord of the Rings, people were like, "Oh, is the ring supposed to represent like the atom bomb?" And he said he hated allegory for that same reason. Is because like when I'm writing something, I'm not thinking that, and you guys are just putting that on my.
You just assign it.
Yeah, you're like the rest of the public could put any stupid, meaningless oh, the ring is cancer, blah, like just
whatever.
use just perverted
pervert the word, like his
perverted.
intention.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just ruining what he really wants it to
Yeah,
be.
I
Well,
think
also like people assign like personal meanings to things like that.
And I don't think he's upset about you as a personal reader.
But you're saying it definitively.
It's when other people are actually trying to historians or actual book.
Yeah,
like
call them critics,
English
just in general.
teachers.
Yeah, English teachers.
It's like Phil Collins.
When they start putting it on paper that the ring is the atom bomb.
No, but I get it's like the ring represents how too much power is dangerous, no matter in
that's
no
all it
matter
is
in
supposed to
whose
represent.
hands.
It's supposed
absolute
to represent
power.
And that
absolutely.
same lesson could be translated into the atom bomb, but still, it's
clearly
Yeah, it's like Phil Collins. You want to talk about what that one song means with the drum fill?
The what?
About feeling it. Tonight.
Wait, is his name Drum Phil Collins?
Go. Yeah, that's his middle name. Go. Is Phil's middle name. Phil, go.
That's a good middle name.
That's what I'm going to call my firstborn.
I'm going to call
Susudio.
My firstborn, John the Guga Slonkowski.
The Guga.
The Guga.
The is part of the name, too.
It's one word or hyphenate?
The Guga.
The Guga.
The Guga. All hyphenated, probably. Yeah,
Nice.
that makes
The
more sense. So it's still connected.
Guh. The hyphen, G hyphen.
Yeah. Guh.
Guh.
And then space. Yeah, last name. Yeah.
Last name, blank.
Blank. Blarp.
Okay,
so
what?
So I've listed out all the sins that I could get from the family.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your personal, your own sins.
Yeah, I'm
You're
doing a
getting air
confession
out.
right now.
Confession.
So
it's a new topic on
the
here.
dad, he
segment.
did something heretical back in town.
Yes.
That got them exiled. Lied about the silver wine cup, and has expressed pride in himself for not admitting he was wrong and returning to the plantation. Caleb, the oldest son, lied to his mother about the apples and looked at boobs. Celeste.
His sister's boobs.
Thomas-
That's like a double sin.
Thomason really did nothing
Not
wrong.
back then. Not back then.
Should have been.
Thomason really didn't do anything wrong other than threaten the twins at one point, which isn't that bad.
And the twins are his
And
father's
Caleb
balls.
was looking at the twins.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was trying to make that.
The mother, who I really
the
did not
twins?
like, is probably the most unlikable character.
Who?
Yeah,
the mom.
Yeah.
Also didn't stick by her family. Kept trying to disregard these are all puritanical sins. I'm not saying they're actually wrong.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like modern day, my own
All of
ethics
these are
much
okay.
different than.
All of these are.
But she also had vanity of the silver cup and had a sex dream with Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
another double sin.
Another double sin.
Then the twins are just assholes. They're just annoying.
Yeah.
No, they're kids. That's exactly,
Exactly.
That's exactly what their sin is, being children.
But were they? Weren't they? They were a little evil though. They were fucking
I think
evil, right?
they
That
were
was
definitely enthralled by Black Phillip.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Because they were talking
He
to
put
him.
a spell on them because they're young,
Yeah.
impressionable. Maybe who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. But that was gonna say that was the they were supposed. They weren't. They were fucking fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Black
Okay.
Phillip.
So
fucking creepy as
is
hell.
that it? All the sins? What do we? How many sins do we give? How many sins do you give it, Michael? If we're gonna rate it, we're gonna rate it.
All
with
7, right? No,
Were all 7 deadly sins represented? I wonder.
Yeah, I believe they were.
No, because they didn't eat shit.
Murder? There was murder.
Ain't no gluttony.
Yeah.
Ain't no gluttony.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Do you want the 7
Yeah,
deadly sins?
I was
Just
racking
watch 7.
my brain to think of gluttony.
I give
Anyways,
this movie a Michael.
I'm going to rate it a Drew.
I give it a Michael
I give
too.
it a Michael.
I really liked it, but that's...
I know you.
I wanna watch it again.
You can
I wanna
borrow-
watch.
That's why
I don't
I
have a
give it a Michael,
Blu-ray
because
player.
I don't
You
wanna watch
fucking
it again.
hoity-toity fancy pants.
I thought in all honesty though, it was they had really brilliant shots in this movie.
Yeah.
Really brilliant shots.
Some things... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
The only thing that I give it a Michael for is just because I know I'm never gonna watch it again.
See, I want to watch it because this creepy stuff or whatever isn't done in I like creepy stuff.
Yeah,
but
this was creepy.
But I hate like gross out stuff. And this didn't have gross outs.
No, not so
The
much.
fucking baby scene was gross out shit.
But it's like not.
It's heavily implied. Like really, all you see is a knife being held over the baby, and then you see her with some like red goo.
You don't.
It's
not
so, like
that's enough.
It's so dehumanized. It's still really very upsetting.
It's
but,
extremely upsetting.
But it's not like,
it's not gross out.
It's
like
not gross
Saw
out.
torture.
Any of that, or even I'm imagining
that,
when I think of gross out, I'm thinking right now I see the image like crawling maggots.
Yeah.
That's such a common one,
Yeah.
Shit like that, I hate that because it's cheap. I think it's cheap, but like the creepy shots are like art or like art. That's they're the big art pieces. In
Honestly,
this movie.
we haven't even touched on the music. I feel like the music, the like multi-voiced singing in like an unknown language is so unsettling. It's very reminiscent of The Shining, which I think the directors even mentioned that was a huge inspiration for him to make a film like this.
I watched the interview, a Vice interview with him. He was talking about how like he feels bad now watching it because he feels like he ripped it off so much. And I mean the twins, but like that's like.
And honestly, the musical that like the thing I was talking about with the singing voices, they use that almost the same thing in The Shining. I mean, not the same audio track, but a very similar one.
So important. Like,
there's also
fucking,
an axe. There's also the axe.
Oh, right, the axe.
Like,
I guess when you start thinking about it, like, that's cool, though. I love it.
That's why they're isolated. It's about a family that's isolated. They can't get any outside help.
And it basically gets possessed by the devil.
The thing is that what you just said right there, the isolated can't get any outside help, is like most horror movies depend on that.
Yeah.
Because if like
the cabin in the woods.
What was the
exactly.
Which can't
the
isn't
foreign
even,
one we watched with Max?
Good Night Mommy.
Good Night Mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was another one.
Isolation.
They're like stuck there. They can't get out.
I wonder what the first like isolation movie was. I mean, there has to be
the first story,
like the first horror movie that used that.
Well, it was probably a book, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, in like a film.
You're just talking about probably a silent film, because it's not that hard to realize.
What was
that
the one?
if the fucking police
House
show up
on
this whole
Haunted
movie
Hill.
and, we need them to
Hill
be
House.
cut off.
Hill House.
They're probably one of those.
Hill House.
Wasn't
House.
it the Hill?
House on Haunted Hill? I think
right, but the Hill House story is what it's called. I think because it's on. Right?
Hill. It's on House Hill.
I think that it's I don't know.
There's a hill that people said.
Anyway,
that it's the House Hill.
I give it to fucking Michael.
Okay, cool. Some more. I guess Robert Eggers said that he did a lot of research about the old journals and tried to develop a very authentic talking style.
Yeah.
And mentioned in different interviews that he wanted this film, like their life and their lifestyle, to seem like very authentic to the time, which I thought was really cool. There's also, they use almost all natural light in this film, and the whole thing was shot in only 25 days.
Wow.
Apparently, all the animals are very well trained except for Black Phillip.
That's what I heard too,
Yeah.
Makes sense
because
he was actually
because
possessed
Black
by the
Phillip
devil.
actually does lead the girl into the woods pretty
but it probably sounds like they had more. They probably had more creepy scenes planned with him that they had.
Oh, I bet
there was a lot of jumping around. I think that was just like he was doing that. Maybe
yeah.
But it kind of was great.
Goats are assholes.
I kind of expected him. Like I remember there was the shot in the trailer where he like rears up, and I thought that he was gonna like transform into something because it kind of looks
honestly
like,
if you ever see like a four-legged animal walk on two legs, it's very creepy.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And I saw a video.
You ever
somewhere
seen those bears that do that?
Yes, horrifying.
Yeah,
more horrifying than that is like there were like packs or like groups of like gorillas that have learned to just walk upright, like can do it for like can do it. That shit is goddamn horrifying.
Gorillas walking upright? Because that just makes sense. It would be creepier if the fucking goat. That is the creepiest.
Okay, but I'm saying, a goat, like what's a goat?
Walking on two legs.
If I saw that, I'd be like, oh, holy, that's cool.
You kidding me? I would kill it immediately.
If I saw a gorilla walking down the street, I would be like, this is the fucking end of the world. If there's an animal that's going to take us over, it's going to be the.
I mean, we've already seen that movie, but.
But like, it's fucking like for real. Like, they're like they're in like groups of them are in the Stone Age and stuff. Like,
what Drew's trying to say is that what happened in Cincinnati
Harambe was it was a fucking.
That's the beginning.
That was just damage control.
Yeah,
they know.
Harambe was an inside job.
Yeah. That's what I read too. 311 did Harambe. All right, so that wraps it up, I guess, right? So,
wait, hey,
whoa.
it's time for...
That's what I'm saying. Time for the... All right, my quiz. I have it written down.
Oh shit, I wasn't
written down for the first time.
No, I have written it down. Wow.
Wake up. Okay, ready.
Your heart's in your stomach. Right? All right.
Yeah.
So, this is a 1986 drama adventure.
Ooh. God damn it, no one from the 80s. I'm not gonna guess it.
It's a movie.
Okay, I may now. Maybe it's like Insomnia. I just forgot it existed.
Okay.
I'll never get it.
Okay.
That was creepy. Hello. You didn't hear that.
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Vomit in a scene in this movie was made of cottage cheese and blueberry milk.
You said action adventure. What'd you say?
Adventure drama.
Drama.
Adventure.
Okay.
Goonies.
No.
Good guess. See, you're getting something.
Good guess.
So wait, action adventure is a specific.
No, adventure drama.
Action adventure drama.
Action adventure drama.
Adventure drama. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Keep going.
Okay, it's based on a short story.
Don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
You got to make this listenable.
There's a visual clue in this room. Oh, yeah. There's a visual clue in this room.
The keyboard?
Not for the audience to see, but... all right. Nothing. Stranger Things was influenced
Poltergeist?
by this movie.
It's another goddamn scary movie.
Carrie?
I'm not going to watch it.
It's not
Firestarter.
I mean, maybe you'd be scared by it.
Firestarter?
No. 1986. Drama adventure.
The
It
Thing.
was like the puke fucking really...
Is it The Thing?
No. Based on a short story.
Is it... So I know it's written by Stephen King.
There's a visual clue in this room. You got no guesses, Andrew?
I've got nothing, dude. You haven't given me much.
Stand By Me.
Yes.
I should have gotten that quicker.
Son of a bitch.
I kept thinking of
Remind me.
horror films.
God damn it. I could have gotten that if you gave me more clues. I had no fucking idea what you were talking about.
Cool. I thought that I didn't even write that many clues down because I thought you guys would be like...
No, that was I will...
Baron, like, I had nothing to go off of. You could have said, like...
I tried to not. I tried to keep it cryptic.
No, you did a good job. I should tell the listeners, Drew has one of his favorite, I guess, Becca's favorite mugs out. It's a red cup that says Stephen King rules on it.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, but I don't. It's not my mug.
Yes, I have actually seen this movie.
It was a premeditated move. I'll say. Yeah.
Stand by me. All right.
Cool. You won, Michael. You haven't won one in a while.
Shebang.
Shebang. Shebang. That's right.
God damn it.
Nice.
I could have gotten that.
So, Drew, I tried to watch Suicide Squad, and I say try to watch specifically.
You saw it in theaters?
Did you walk out? Did you walk out?
Oh boy.
Did you walk out?
You walked out?
You walked out. You walked
Wait,
out.
maybe I shouldn't be telling this story on air.
All right.
Okay. Why not? We have to now. We can't leave on a cliffhanger like that.
Whatever. I pirated it.
Oh my god.
Whatever. You could have just fucked it.
You gotta see it in theaters.
It
was
was
an experience.
so bad. It was like unwatchable.
I watched it. And I'm not gonna go that far, but it was not what I was expecting.
It wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know, dude. I thought it was fun, but like, I don't think it's a great movie. But I think I wasn't like, oh, this is shit. This is harsh.
I'm not gonna say that it was the worst movie I've ever seen, but I'm gonna say they dropped the ball. It could have been a good movie.
Yeah,
it could.
Who directed that? Was it anybody?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm starting to expect less and less from movies these days. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's where I am. Like that's why I like so much stuff because I'm
too.
expecting because I used to be super critical about things and it's didn't make me happier.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to say that.
And I might even be on a subconscious level just reacting against people because like I'm just annoyed at like critic culture
insular
we have
thinking
now.
That's
I talk about it all the time to the point where I'm annoyed at myself, but it's just like really it's starting to like make me angry when people are like comments on Facebook status. It was like X and Y was shit. I can't believe it. Like how like people feel like their like entertainment is like a right these days and not a fucking. You should be. I don't know. Going to the movies is still like holy to me. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like
I do.
And I'm entranced.
I saw The Witch in theaters alone.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because I just was so excited about it. And one afternoon, I have a lot of afternoons free.
Me too.
And I don't have many people that can go to the movies like at noon on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I just went and saw it, and it was awesome. That's part of the reason I love it so much. I think is so
your own experience.
It was like there was no one else in the theater. There's nothing else for me to focus on.
That's another thing. I think I liked The Revenant recently so much. Mm-hmm. Like when it came out in theaters, I was excited for it, but I didn't watch every trailer a million times. I did what you were talking about earlier, where I saw one good trailer and I only watched it the one time. I was like, that movie's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I went to the movie theater by myself, and the movie theater was relatively empty. It's not like I was the only one in there, but like I could tell only people who gave a shit about this movie were in there. Yeah. So no one was like yelling over it or like laughing.
People do that. I mean, I haven't been. I go to Gateway, which is like people respect movies there. I feel like.
Yeah.
They do.
No.
And so like I haven't have a bad experience in theater in a long time.
Honestly, and you have to like go upstairs to get there. So babies and strollers, not as common.
Yeah. You have to throw them up.
You gotta leave them.
They have the net, but sometimes they bounce down.
They've got a baby cage right by the door.
Right.
No big
Which
deal.
is nice.
Check them at
which
the
is
door.
nice. Yeah. A lot of times they don't have that, and you gotta lock them in the closets.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta leave them in the car.
No, you don't leave them in the car. They can't breathe. They can breathe in the closet.
In the baby cage, they spray them down every 10 minutes with water, so they don't get dehydrated.
They have a food pipe that comes down every 12 seconds.
It's just like it's like an oversized hamster cage with like the
they have sawdust
wood
down.
chips and everything.
Actually, have I told you guys about when I went and saw I can't remember the name. It was a super Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I don't know why I couldn't think of it. I saw Deadpool, and like halfway through the movie, a family came in with like 2 toddlers and then a baby and like a baby carrier with a blanket.
Missing something about this story.
You were there with me.
I was there.
Oh. We never talked about that.
No, we have talked about it. We talked about it the week after.
It was crazy though.
It was the worst. One of the worst things I've ever seen in a movie theater.
Eventually, they did actually quiet down because there was a point where I was like going to go do something.
Yeah.
But then they like finally were settled.
Why would you bring a fucking baby to that? I mean, we talked about it.
Like literally halfway through. So
it wasn't just the fact that they came in. It was the layout of this movie theater. It was like the whole us as the audience was just watching this family.
Yeah, because they were like right down in front.
I'm annoyed at people when they even come in.
Well lit. I was just like it was like you couldn't look away. It was so fucking.
I'm annoyed when people come in and the lights are like off and the movie's like starting to play and then they're like coming in trying to like find a seat.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah.
Like especially on like opening night or opening weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not moving for like I hope you don't fucking sit next to me because I'm not gonna move.
Yeah.
I mean I will, but like I get fucking like why?
Yeah.
Like you fucked yourself.
Even when I watch movies at home, I make an effort, especially if I'm alone when I do it, to like, I'll put my headphones on, and I like, put my phone down. I want to like focus on that film for 2 hours and nothing else.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're all so distracted by all the different screens in our lives.
Yeah.
I find myself glancing at my phone constantly, even if I'm playing video games.
Yeah.
If there's a loading screen, I look at my phone for something.
I heard somebody talking about it, and it was described it as a pull. Like it's pulling you towards it.
Yeah.
Or,
and that's part of the reason. Part of the reason I like doing that for movies. Going to see them, you're like more pressure to not look at your phone.
It's meditative almost,
Honestly, the sensory deprivation tank. One of the things I really like about it is for like an hour, there's no screens in my life. I'm awake. Yeah. And there's nothing to distract me from just like being awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just there, man.
Just there.
I was the same with this past weekend.
You were in the woods.
I was. I didn't have internet really down there.
That's nice.
And it was just nothing but like us just doing stuff outside. And drinking a shitload, but
yeah, that'll wipe your mind.
Whew, it was awesome.
Clean slate, baby.
Clean slate.
Oh, God. Right. Had fun.
I didn't mean to be too negative about Suicide Squad. I'm glad you like it.
I used to take it personally, but I don't.
Okay.
I liked it. That's all that matters.
The movie, so.
You didn't finish it?
No.
Okay.
I stopped.
Damn.
Yeah, that's all right. Because
my favorite part of the movie was the beginning, actually.
Oh,
the part with Batman. I was like,
yeah, he was. I was like, damn, you're like angry right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Please follow us on Twitter, iTunes, our
Instagram
podcasts. Oh, Instagram. Yeah.
Take a picture.
Oh yeah, and email us if you have thoughts about Stand By Me. We'd love to hear about it. So
or like Suicide Squad or like anything we say
or The Witch even. We'll
talk about how we shouldn't talk about some of the things we talk about.
Yeah.
Comment on us. Tell us that we suck.
We say a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's recorded forever.
In perpetuity.
It's the Hairclub for movies. Hairclub for movies.
Shout out to Black Phillip.
We watched the movie.
A brewery that's making a Black Phillip cider.
Yeah. I'm not going to drink it because I'm paranoid.
It's got goat's blood in it. It's the secret ingredient.
Just like Jägermeister.
More like baby's blood. Yeah.
Right.
All right.